starts with the hostess. So I wanted to start out by just doing a little bit of a role play on hostess coaching. So I've asked Jen here in the front to be my volunteer. Come on up. Okay. So, sorry, I was told I was going to have an actual mic attached to me, and now I'm going to awkwardly fumble this one today. But come on over, I'll put this down. So Jen has agreed to host a party. All right, so I'm going to, as a consultant, give her a call and just kind of talk her through the party. All right. Hi, Jen. I'm calling to talk to you about your party. I have you penciled in on my calendar for February 21st. So I'm just calling to check in with you and make sure that date still works.
Yes, that should be fine. Is there anything that I need to do before the party?
Well, you do want to make sure that you tell your friends all about the party so they can come.
So how many people should I invite?
Oh, whatever. Just invite a bunch of them. A lot of friends don't usually come to parties like this, so just invite a bunch.
Okay, what would be the best way to invite them?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever works best for you. I suppose you know your friends. A lot of people just post it on Facebook just to let their friends know. I suppose if you posted it there once, you might get a few people to turn out.
Okay, if I have friends that can't come but want to order anyways, what if I have friends that can't come?
Well, I suppose I could get you a catalog maybe. Then your friends could look at it at least. Actually, you know what? Forget that. It would probably be better if you just tell them to go to my website and check it out there. Just let them order online. I mean, they're going to have to pay shipping and everything if they order online, but that'll just make it so much easier for me if they just do that instead.
What about food? What do I need to prepare for snacks?
Well, a lot of people come just for the food. They aren't always there to buy stuff. So you just want to make sure that you have good food. Personally, I love the buffalo chicken cheese dip and spinach dip, cocktail shrimp, caramel apple dip, cheesecake bites. Those are always favorites at parties. Well, those are my favorites at least. So, and taco dip.
Sure, I suppose. What about my host rewards? Are there any specials this month? What will I be earning at my party?
Well, it's really easy. All you have to do is get 150 in sales and you're going to get the host rewards. Don't worry about it too much because, it's easy to do that. You're going to get $15 in free product and a half price item at least, so it's not a big deal. You're going to get host rewards. Well, I think that covered everything. I will see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, Jen.
Yep.
What was wrong with that? Shout out some answers.
All about you.
Okay, be specific. What was wrong with that? Raise your hand and I'll call on you then, if you have something. Go ahead.
With the invites, you could set up a Facebook party, you could send out mail invites, email, phone calls, text messages, more than just a post.
Right, more than just one Facebook post. Yeah.
Enthusiasm.
Yes, enthusiasm. Did I sound excited about that party at all? I mean, honestly, is she going to want me to come to her house if that's all? I mean, there was no enthusiasm. What else in the back?
Know about the consulting and not about your customer.
Okay, it was totally about me and not about the customers at all. In the back.
What about the food?
The food. We want our parties to be simple, right? It's not about the food. Anybody else? Over here.
No goal,
Right.
no reason to make it fun or
Yeah.
strive for more.
There was no goal as far as the host rewards went. I didn't give her any goal on what she was aiming for, what she was going to get. Anything else? One more. Right there.
Pre-party orders.
Okay, I didn't talk to her very much about pre-party orders. I was like, just go on my website. That's not going to do a whole lot, right? All right. So there are two main things that you need to think about when you are hostess coaching. Okay? Because remember, hostess coaching is the key to your party success. Your host has invited you into her home, and you want to make this an awesome experience for her. Two key things are enthusiasm, which somebody said over here, and planning. We're going to have a great plan, and we're going to have enthusiasm. So, you have to get her excited. You have to let her know that you are excited about that party, you want to come and do it, and it's going to be fun. You're going to get her excited. But then for planning, you've got to give her the proper marketing materials, right? She's got invitations. You're going to give those to her. And you're gonna go and above and beyond that, and you're gonna fill out those invitations for her, okay? You're not gonna address them. She can address them. Sometimes I've found that people don't always have addresses. If it's somebody that they work with, they just wanna hand them an invitation. But if you fill it out for her with all of the party details, saves her a lot of time. She's already a little bit more committed because you've already put those party details on that invitation. So that date is locked in a little bit more. And then you're just gonna do that work for her. Now, one little tip and trick that I do, just because I have terrible handwriting and hate writing things by hand, I just print labels to put over those invitations. And that side where there are those lines on the back of the invitation, I just stick a label on there with all the party information. It saves me time, and then they can actually read what's written. Another thing I do to help my hostess out is I always friend my hostess on Facebook, if they are on Facebook. And there's two main reasons that I do this. First of all, I tell her, you know what, if we are friends on Facebook, I can set up your party for you, that online event, I can do it for you. All you have to do is invite people to it. I will post the sales and specials in that Facebook invitation. I get it all done, and it just takes one thing off of her plate. So that's one reason I friend my hosts on Facebook. The other reason I do it is because it keeps me connected with them for future reorders and second bookings with them. So having that connection where they are seeing my posts long after their party is another reason why I try to connect with them that way. But Facebook is not the only way to get people to turn out at your party. It's just another tool. Then I'm going to answer any questions that my host has about her party, and then I'm also going to remind her to keep it simple, okay? None of that stuff I had at the beginning where I was listing off all this food. Tell your host something salty, something sweet, and something to drink. It can be that simple. You will find there are some hosts who really just like going all out with the food, and that's fine. But don't ever make them feel like they have to do that, okay? Keep it simple. You're also going to very clearly, with your host, just let her know your expectations. She has to get people to the party. So her job is to invite as many people as she knows, okay? And while it's true that a lot of people that are invited are not gonna come, you don't wanna say it to her the way I said it in the beginning. I mean, people have other lives, they have kids commitments, they have work commitments, so you always have to over-invite. So letting your hostess know, over-invite because other people may have other plans already and they aren't gonna be able to make it. Invite as many people as you can so we can ensure that you have a great turnout for your party. And then reminding her all the ways that she can do that. I think somebody mentioned it over here. Invitations handed out or mailed out, texts, phone calls, Facebook, face-to-face, whatever means she has to invite people. There's lots of ways to do that. But then you have to remind your host to follow up, okay? She can invite people, but if she doesn't follow up, a lot of them are gonna forget, or something else is gonna come up. So you remind your host that she has to follow up. All right, so now we are going to create the host packet. I think in the bags that you brought with, you have some of these supplies, okay? So everybody have your host folder. Go ahead and take that out now.